To testify before the New Jersey Department of Education on student learning standards. My name is Michael Della Peruti. I'm a parent of 4 boys, a PhD candidate, and a pastor representing many families in my church and community. This is my first time testifying before this board. My primary motivation is my growing concern that without your continued oversight, I believe New Jersey schools will divert their focus away from classical education while simultaneously ostracizing parents and community members from the process. I can make this assertion with some measure of confidence due to the fact that I live in Little Lake Harbor, New Jersey, which is home to the Pinelands Regional School District, one of 12 schools claiming to be piloting a program intended to teach the political, economic, and social contributions of LGBT individuals. However, in practice, this program is nothing short of a political agenda being used to promote a specific sexual ideology in every subject, while simultaneously detracting from a classical education and vilifying anyone who questions its benefits. Therefore, there are 3 areas concerning the sexual health of New Jersey students that I'd like to address in your HPE learning standards. First, considering the fact that children and teens are already over-sexualized in our culture, I'd like to commend you for your work in the HPE standards, specifically 2112 SE3, which states that your performance expectation is for the student to analyze the short and long-term consequences of sharing sexually explicit images or messages. This is a valuable goal. It'll certainly protect students while preventing bullying and sextortion, another important subject you cover in 2112 SH6. Since federal law strictly prohibits the distribution of obscene material to minors and maintains that any transfer of such material is a punishable offense, I would request that you expand the learning objective to include teaching the detrimental effects of pornography in general. This can be accomplished under the same premise that you cover the destructive consequences of other substances that are illegal to minors, such as tobacco and alcohol in 2312 ADT, sections 3 and 4, for which I also applaud you. Second, I'd like to commend you for including 2112 SH4, a learning objective that states that upon completion of their education, New Jersey students will be able to, I'll quote, analyze the benefits of abstinence from sexual activity using reliable resources. Speaking on behalf of many New Jersey parents, it remains our conviction that abstinence until marriage is the only 100% effective approach to preventing STIs, unwanted pregnancies, anxiety, and depression, and therefore should continue to be emphasized. Just as the Department of Education rightly teaches that abstinence from narcotics in 2312 DTSD is the only 100% effective method for preventing drug overdoses, sexual abstinence must continue to be emphasized in the HPE learning standards. Third, while I do understand that sexual orientation and gender identity issues will be addressed in 2112 SH1 and 2, since the purpose of these learning standards is education, as opposed to the promotion of a specific ideology or political agenda, I would advise the Department of Education to require desistance when covering the subject of gender nonconformity in health. As you are likely aware, even the staunchest LGBTQ advocates recognize that in the majority of cases where a minor is experiencing symptoms of gender dysphoria, the distress over their gender identity will ultimately desist. Conservative estimates place desistance near 100%. Moderates who even advocate for transition, like Dr. Norman Spack or Dr. Kenneth Zucker, argue for an 80% desistance rate, and even progressives like Temple Newhook still recognize a majority desistance rate of 60%. Therefore, along with emphasizing the benefits of abstinence and the dangers of sexually explicit material, as a PhD candidate representing years of study, as a pastor representing hundreds of concerned families in my New Jersey community, and as a father representing my 4 children, I would request that you include the topic of desistance when addressing gender identity in 2112 SH1 and 2. Thank you for your time and for your dedication to the children of New Jersey.